Hey all, it's Glenn here from another episode of Blueprints to Buildings, your weekly dose of property development Q&A where I interview key stakeholders within the property development space and take on where their industry is heading. This episode is brought to you by an industry-first visualization solution that is changing how the property is planned, marketed, and sold. Working with developers, architects, agents, and planners, helping to bring their visions using 3D immersion walkthroughs, digital twins, and fully interactive visual sales suites. It's more than just pretty visuals. This technology creates alignment across stakeholders, minimizes understanding during planning stage, and slashes marketing timelines. Buyers can now experience the finished product from anywhere in the world, which means faster pre-sales, stronger engagement, and increased confidence from investors and buyers alike. So, if you're involved in property development and want to de-risk your pipeline, elevate your marketing, and close deals faster, this tech is something definitely to look into. So, today I am delighted to be joined by Jordan, country head of the, how do you say it, Acoty Group?
Yes,
Uh,
Acoty Group.
Acoty Group, and they support their customers with digital transformation and growth through the best IT software development, IoT, AI models, and ERP solutions. As well as that, Jordan has his own consultancy business where he helps real estate investors buy smart, sell well, and multiply returns. Jordan, welcome to the show. So,
Thank you, Glenn. I'm so happy to be here.
good, good. So let me just kick it off. I love asking this question. So if time travel was a reality and you had a chance to go back in time to when you first started your career, what advice would you give to the person you are now? What would you tell your younger self?
Well, that's a great question, Glenn. I think for myself, I would tell me that I should stop chasing speed and go for clarity because I see a lot of salespeople and agents, business people, they're always going for sales, 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 and they're doing closing, closing, closing. But I would tell myself that let's chase clarity, let's do the right things with the right intention. And so far, that has been a good plan because I think relationships is more important than the transactions. And relationship does give me referral business. Once a good deal is done, I have referral and I have pipeline. And that is far better than chasing deal after deal, where once the deal is end, you ask yourself, where's my next deal going to come?
Yeah. So you build
Yeah,
you build that your reputation, you build that know, like, and trust factor without just trying to chase deals all the time. I like it.
right.
So you talk about clarity before action in both sales and property. So where do you see buyers or sellers getting stuck in that decision-making process? That 400,000 growth story, it's
Mm.
powerful. So what do you think made that client feel confident enough to act when most people are freeze? And just to give a point of reference, on Jordan's LinkedIn, if you want to go check it out, it tells how Jordan helped one client go to 400K, which is a massive, massive story. So yeah, in your own words, let us know about that.
Okay, thanks, Glenn. I think the most critical thing for decision making, especially when it comes to buying a property, is really about being certain. And most people, they freeze up when they are not very sure and fear takes over. So how do I do it? Basically, I transfer that kind of fear and I de-risk it. Basically, I will show them a scenario, what if I did it versus what if I don't. And then from there, the analysis is so clear. They would think, oh, if I go this route, this is going to likely happen. And if they go the other route, they will probably even win. So I think that clarity created that momentum and spur people to make a decision. And for the client who's done that 400,000 profit, he's so happy today. I remember that time when he first wanted to put in the check, he was so afraid, and I had to comfort him. And I
Yeah.
think I work as that in between to help people make that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, well done. So, in your experience, then, Jordan, um, how much of the property decision-making process is logic, and how much is emotion? And how do you manage that balance as a sales coach when clients they're feeling overwhelmed? There's so many tools out there. There's so many frameworks. How do you help them better visualize them outcomes a lot better?
Okay, in this case, I feel that property purchase is really about a balance between emotion and logic. Emotion usually has a heavier weightage, especially when the price tag and the quantum is really high. People do put a lot of emotions in it. And I would probably say it's 65 to 70% emotion.
Yeah.
And I think the rest will be really the logic. So sometimes when you speak to the logic part of it, they may be convinced logically, but emotionally, they are not that ready. So I do the balancing. And as you know, when I deal with couples, the husband and the wife, they have a different level of logic and emotions.
Yeah.
Usually, I'm not saying that women are more emotional, but I'm just saying that typically the wife would be more prudent and more careful,
Yeah.
whereas the guy will be more logical and more scientific and more analytical. So it's kind of like you have to speak to both as I manage both parties in every transaction.
God, that's got to be
So I
tricky.
think one way is to really, again, map out their life stage versus the scenario or the future planning, be it for retirement, be it for their children's education or whatever finances that they will need later on.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's
So that's
that.
how I do it.
It must be tricky. And to be honest, I'm glad I'm not you. So now you're also leading a company focused on digital innovation and AI, and we hear this all the time now. AI is taking over the world. So how do you see tech playing your biggest role in how property sales are going to go over the next few years? So how important is it for you and your team to be able to show rather than tell when it comes to presenting a property or a development opportunity?
Okay, so I see the intersection between tech and property, and in fact, tech and a lot of businesses. The intersection really is about showing and not telling, as you said. And I agree that in future there will be so much data and information that is readily available. So the kind of buying decision actually becomes immersive. Meaning, if you probably will walk into a show flat or anything that the property developer has done, you probably would go in and you experience it in AI, in VR, and even in data in real time. You have everything. And then from there, it's an experience that you want to go to the show flat. Otherwise, you probably do not even need to go to the show flat.
Yeah,
So I feel that this storytelling can be powered by digital tools. And that's where my AI work comes in, because like we do AI agents and we build many things like for businesses. And at the same time, we also want to simulate ROI in effect, even renovations or even lifestyles, that kind of things that give the buyer more confidence and clarity when they make a decision.
yeah,
And I think that is basically for all kinds of business. Do you
yeah.
agree, Glenn? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's getting crazy now the things that you can do with AI and how it helps businesses, how it streamlines businesses. It's a fascinating world that I'd love to talk more about, but we've got I could talk forever on AI because I love it. But yeah. So you've worked across both the real estate and the tech, enterprise tech. So how do high performing teams stay aligned when selling complex products like off-plan developments? So, have you ever felt a deal stall or fall short because the value wasn't clearly communicated right up front?
Oh yeah, Glenn, many times it's always about the values and the value proposition that's not communicated at a clear manner in a correct time at the right moment. Because I find that most of the time it's not that the deals die because the product is bad or the item that we are selling is not good or the project is not up to the standards. But I think they die because the benefits aren't communicated. I just give an example. If you were to go into a property and then you would just do feature selling. Oh, this is the living room, this is the big kitchen, and that is the huge balcony. That is feature selling. It won't speak anything to the buyers. But if I were to tell them, picture yourself when you own this place, you come in, you go to the balcony, take a look at the balcony, look at the horizon, that is an unblocked view. Would you like to have this kind of lifestyle? Then from there, the customer feels, oh, I'm getting this benefit when I'm buying this place. They are more concerned and they are more happy when they know that they have a benefit rather than just features. So
Yeah.
I think the communication part is one part. The other thing is really about reframing and also getting that traction, especially when clients do drift away. Sometimes in a conversation in the realistic world situation, both buyers, husband and wife, they are drifting away. Some will say something else. Well, oh, I would like to talk about amenities. Some will talk about transportation and commute. And they totally drift out of entire discussion about that property. So you got to bring them back. So I
Yeah.
think that is also a part where performing teams, they have that skill set. The non-performing ones are always doing the hard work. They do a lot of showings, and a lot of people go to the show flat, etc. They go to the unit, but no one is making an offer, and that is where the problem lies.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
that communication bit. So if technology were to turn around and blend sort of like a both here's the amenities, here's is what you get, here's the views, look at the views, what you can get from the views, and then bring all of that into one cohesive I would say sales pitch really, because that's what you're doing. um would that work, and would that be a benefit
Oh,
where
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah,
excellent.
definitely, Glenn. Yeah, yeah. I
Well,
think that
no, carry on.
yeah. Well, I think that the most important thing is really addressing the customer's needs. And
Yeah.
it's really, yeah, if that customer today being very savvy, being very knowledgeable, if you can create that, as you explained, the immersive experience or that kind of package together kind of experience, I feel that it will definitely help them in their decision-making process. And
Nice.
that being said, yeah, I would definitely see, and I hope to see. In fact, I anticipate to see that this will be is coming right now, even
Yeah.
as we speak.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Jordan, for being on the show. That is a wrap. A huge thanks to my guest for joining me today. It was an absolute pleasure having you on the show and learning from your experience and your insights. So, this episode, it was brought to you by the next gen property visualization technology, helping developers and agents sell smarter, faster, and with more confidence. And if you would like to learn more, feel free to reach out to me directly on LinkedIn, where or you'll find the link in the show below. Thank you for tuning in to Blueprints to Buildings. I'm Glen Palmer. That was Jordan, and I'll see you at the next episode.